I'll start with the first question for y'all. Obviously, after the game, Bears lost. C.J. Stroud and Caleb Williams had a conversation in the middle of the field. Do y'all feel like they're overhyping the whole situation, or do you feel like Caleb was being kind of spoiled?
I think he was overhyped. I mean, it just caught him at the wrong time. To be honest with you, he just got beat up for about 2 hours and was exhausted. But most of the time, people just have conversations with each other, quick conversations, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't think C.J. Stroud was being mean or anything. He was actually encouraging him. But people think that if you're the same age, you can't get encouragement from or advice from people your age,
Mm-hmm.
which don't make sense to me. But anyway,
Yeah, it's definitely being overanalyzed to the point where even CJ Stroud was like, "Yeah, I'm not trying to little bro him at all. I was just trying to tell him keep his head up because that's what it was." And it's very, very common for quarterbacks to talk to each other, give each other advice. And I mean, I understand Caleb Williams was like, he was like, "All right, I'm ready to go home," but I don't think there was any like ill intention towards it. He was just tired. That's how we all are after. If you played a game, if you were an athlete at all, you would know that after you lose, you're just like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Don't bother
I don't
me.
want to talk. Let me go.
Yeah. Okay. I think he was being spoiled. I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you why I think he was being spoiled. So let's just say we're all athletes. You were
Hmm.
playing volleyball and everything. Let's just say you played in the volleyball league too,
yes.
right?
Hmm.
So let's
So
just
did you.
say, yeah, I did too. So let's just say I'm a little bit better than both of y'all, and I've
Hmm.
been in this league more than you have, longer than you have.
Hmm.
You already know we're coming to talk to each other,
Right.
right? And I have success already, right, in the league. So I'm coming to talk to you, and you, in the middle of what I'm saying, you kind of start walking off. When have you ever, you, when have you ever walked off from another grown man talking to you in mid sentence?
And it wasn't an argument.
Yes,
Never.
my point. I think he was being very spoiled. He was being very spoiled. He's like, dude, you ain't even been in the league that much longer than me. Yes, you're doing well, but I don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
But that's what I was trying to say. Is like, I mean, you could still get advice from people
Correct.
your age around there. I mean, you probably caught him at the wrong time. He got beat up
He
for
probably
two
was
hours
feeling some
straight.
type
I
of way.
mean, you know what
He
I mean?
was.
He was probably feeling some type of
We
way.
all know the history of him though.
But
How when he loses, how he gets.
Okay.
So we already know, like, mm, you know.
I still think it's being I still think they're taking it out of context because yeah, he was clearly upset. Like he
Hmm.
was definitely annoyed. But I don't think he was like, "No, I don't want to hear it." I just think that he was just tired. He just wanted to go home. Cuz CJ Stroud, they didn't have a long conversation, Adam.
But
I
then
know they did.
I know, but at the end of the day, like you said, he probably knew like, oh shoot, the conversation's finna happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And people are watching. The whole
Yeah.
world is watching.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna tell me.
What to do?
Yeah.
It
I get
reminded me.
that.
It reminded me of Easton and Harvard when I tell them, like, "Can I have a cookie or something?" No, boy, come here. I'm not done talking to you. Stop pouting.
Mhm.
Like, come here in general. Oh, cut that out.
Yeah.
Do that. That's why I was holding it. But yeah, that's why I thought it was like that. So I'll just hold it. That's fine. Okay, so next question. As far as the Colts pass rush, we'll start with Jayla. Do you feel like because of our offensive line, do you feel like the Colts are gonna exploit our offensive line, like basically destroy it? Because it's already saying that the coach is not making no adjustments. Like the line, it is what it is.
Mhm. I'm gonna start off by this, and I'm gonna be real. I don't know anything about the Colts. I haven't looked into them at all.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what kind of team they are. I've heard that the QB Richardson is not doing so well.
Okay.
That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you anything about how good I think they can play against the Bears.
So let's go off because the stat guy is in the building too. So let's go off the stat. Anthony, Rich, the Colts, and who is the first team that they played, and what was the score?
Who was the first team that the Bears played?
No, that the Colts
Colts
played.
Oh, I have no idea.
The stats guy is here.
You wanted me to look it
Yeah,
up? Okay, I
yeah.
can do that. Okay.
So while he's doing that, but I will say that the Texans made a blueprint in front of the world of how to beat the Bears by using blitzes and all that.
Okay.
So the Texans are not a team that blitz, if y'all know that, but they blitz 49% of the time because it worked against the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
So the Colts are going to try to do the same thing.
if they're
to confuse
smart,
them.
they would. try
But
and do
isn't
the
that
same
something
thing.
that teams do to the Bears all the time anyway?
No.
That's all I'm used to seeing Bears get blitzed all the or maybe that's because they're getting in
No,
past
they're
the line so
they're
much.
getting past the line, the O line
That's what it is. That's exactly
that
what it is.
that you guys trust more than the defense.
Yeah, I stand on that.
What did the
I know what I'm gonna
defense
get.
do? Defense had one game where they scored a touchdown. Wow, whoop-de-doo. That's it. You act like they have a history of doing that. They don't.
So far, the defense has only allowed 13 points in the
Mhm.
fourth quarter in 2 games.
No, it's 3 points. 3. They didn't. The teams. They didn't. The first team didn't score in the third and. Oh, you said fourth quarter.
Mm.
Yeah, third and fourth quarter of the first game, they didn't score any points, and then the second game they only scored 3 points.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
I'm just saying they both.
You asked what they
That's
do.
it.
I'm just
so.
saying they're both not
'Cause-
good.
Yeah.
They
If I-
both
if
are
I
not
if I don't
NFL ready.
if I'm not mistaken, you guys think that quarters are the things. Hey, they did good in this quarter.
They did
Doesn't-
do
it
good in
doesn't
a
matter.
quarter.
It's how you finish the game.
It
though,
is how you
man.
finish, but they did good in
They
this
could
quarter.
do good
That's it.
all 3 quarters in the fourth quarter.
And they could
blow
do
it.
so good in all quarters, but still lose.
Yes.
And what about it?
But this is the guy talking about numbers that doesn't go off numbers.
Exactly.
So I'm
No,
confused. You don't
So-
go off stats or numbers.
No,
but you're
what
bringing that up.
what I'm doing is I'm taking what you guys
Put it
use
with us.
and bringing it back.
Nah.
That's why I don't go by numbers because it doesn't, compute at the end of the day.
But you said that if they do good each quarter, I'm still saying
I was being sarcastic when I was
Okay.
saying
Oh my gosh. So the Texans played the Colts the first game, and Texans won 29-27. What does that mean?
that. So, and we played the
I don't think
Texans.
that means anything.
We played Texans, correct?
mm-hmm.
And we lost what?
I don't remember.
I don't
So
remember
so
either.
it was a last minute thing that the Colts lost to the Texans. If they gave the Texans a challenge and we couldn't, I'm just saying, we'll see. We'll find out in a couple days. You know what I mean?
We will find out, and then I can give you guys an honest opinion. But till now, nothing's happened yet.
Yeah.
You want me to go off of 2 games? That doesn't tell you anything.
Mm-mm.
So do the Bears suck?
Dude, my team doesn't suck. They're not NFL material, but they don't suck.
Oh my gosh! But how you say they're not NFL if we can't go off 2 games?
Listen,
I'm just
I said what I said. They're not NFL ready yet.
okay.
They're not. This is 2 games, unless they got jitters or something.
I don't think
And that's
I
why I
don't
said-
think we're ready either. So
And that's why I said we have to wait. You can't go off 2 games of the first season, the first 2 games of the season. You gotta wait. Something you can't judge right there. Same thing with Caleb Williams. He's never played an NFL game. He didn't play an NFL game last year. He was in college. Any NFL player will tell you that college and the NFL are two very different things. So yeah, in conclusion, give me some time.
Yeah.
Wait for a little
'Cause
games to
you
come,
know,
and
I
then
believe
we
you-
can actually talk about the Bears.
Because it's like varsity and junior varsity. You could be the best person on junior varsity. When you go to that varsity team, you ain't the only.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I was watching something and they were talking about Peyton Manning, and they were saying when Peyton Manning was a rookie, he threw 25 interceptions or something plus that his rookie season.
Mm-hmm.
And every time he threw an interception, he kept saying, I forgot who he was talking to, but he kept saying, I didn't know he was that close. I didn't think he was going to get it. Or I didn't think the defender was going to get it. He said that for every single one. He said he told Peyton that, like, bro, this is the NFL. All of them can get there that quick. All of them can get there. So to your point, like, it is a complete difference,
Yeah.
you know. So, and I think we are underestimating how much pressure that man has.
Right.
It's a lot of pressure.
That is a lot of
It
pressure.
is a lot of pressure.
It's a lot.
Especially coming to the city.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago. That's
You gotta deal with the fans. The media is a beast.
Yes.
They will put you out on Front Street like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they don't have those issues in Minnesota. And
So that y'all said that, how do y'all feel the media is portraying or displaying Caleb right now? Do you feel like it's in favor of him or it's not in favor of him? Because I know Jayla, you mentioned how they're always wishy-washy.
Wishy-washy.
So what do you think? What do you think about that?
Well, now all I've heard is they're very iffy about Caleb Williams now. So I'm just like, okay, all right, I'm done hearing this. Just before the season, once again, we were all Caleb Williams. And now we're like, oh, we're not so sure. Okay, go ahead.
I just, they're 50-50 now. When I say 50-50, I mean like they're either saying, oh, it's everybody else besides him, or they're backtracking. He's a rookie. You got to give him time. But before they were like, he's ready to go, like
Right.
as soon as he come out the package.
So you mean everybody else's fault besides him? Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
there's a lot in the media saying like it's the offensive line, it's a coordinator, it's people not doing their routes.
Anyone but him, basically.
Correct. He's telling the veterans on where to go and changing up the plays, you know, because he's reading the defense. It's everybody except for Caleb Williams. But
So if you two were the general managers, and it was the state of what we're in right now, what would be the first three things that you would do? How the Bears are constructed right now, record, how everything is. If you just snapped the finger and you was in that role, what would you
Okay.
do?
I'd
Put you
get
on the
rid
spot.
of Velus Jones.
You would get rid of him already? That would be the first thing you would do?
He was supposed to go a long time ago.
Okay, that's number one.
He was supposed to go a really long time ago.
Okay.
I'd find us a defense coordinator and I'd fire our head coach, Matty.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
Why do you feel like we should fire him?
Because he hasn't done anything for us.
Mm.
He was supposed to be fired. What was it? Last season?
last year,
Yeah.
in the middle
The
of
only
the
reason
season.
why he didn't get fired was because we magically won that game that day. That's
Okay.
what I would do.
I would try to find a better center, an offensive line. Matt Eberflus would have to go, and we need an offensive coach and a defensive coach.
Okay.
So the head coach would be an offensive-minded coach, because we don't develop our players. I'm looking at Green Bay and Minnesota develop their players. How they had this dude, when Jordan Love go out, they get this dude who only threw 3 passes in 3 years, beat a team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they develop. That's what I don't like about Green Bay. They know how to develop their people,
Right.
and we don't know how to develop our people. So
Yeah. Or they always pick people that were kind of under the radar, maybe. What was that one light-skinned, I know this is off topic, but what was that light-skinned receiver that they had? I hated him because he would kill us.
Lazar,
No,
Because he's on.
he was like
He's
with
on-
Brett Favre. No,
he's
he's
on-
with Brett Favre.
I don't know.
That's all Brett Favre would throw to. Short, light skin.
I don't know.
Isn't it Freeman or something?
You're supposed to know this.
Freeman, I know Freeman. I didn't know he was short.
Is it like Antonio Freeman or something?
Yeah.
He's light skin or something like
Yeah.
that.
But I thought it was Lazard because Lazard is the one that
Lazard's on the Jets now.
I
He was
know.
on the
Jets.
Packers.
Aaron Rodgers used to throw to him all
Yeah,
the time.
Right.
And Aaron Rodgers said, "Hey, come over here with me." Shoot.
And he went.
So that leads
Right.
so that leads into my next question for
Mm-hmm.
y'all. Like we just talked about quarterbacks and then a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Like they kind of go hand in hand. So when you think of Tom Brady, do y'all think of a receiver that goes right along with him?
No,
No.
that man was
No, he was
another
on his
level.
own.
When he was on the
his own.
Patriots.
No,
No, not like somebody that's like as good as him, but
Mm-hmm.
like their favorite target. Like the chemistry is
See-
good between them.
see, Tom Brady made nobodies.
but
something.
you don't think
There
there was
isn't.
nobody?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
I think he just made it work.
Yeah, he
You
yeah.
You think
it was a-
Edelman, Julian Edelman, he used to throw to him all the time. He
I,
got
I,
MVP in the Super Bowl, right?
I'm sure, but I don't think he had favorites. I just think he was one of those quarterbacks who could make
Yeah.
it work. That's
Okay.
how good
Yeah.
he was. He could make it work.
So what about Steve Young?
Steve Young.
That was what Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice. Okay. The point I'm making is
That was a long time ago.
right, but the point I'm making is there's a quarterback and there was a receiver and there's chemistry,
Right.
right? Obviously, we know there's an issue between the Bears' chemistry, Caleb Williams, and the receivers.
Well, the quarterback and the receiver did used to have chemistry. They had a lot of chemistry and they did really good together last season. But the quarterback's gone. So now this certain receiver has a new quarterback to have chemistry with and they haven't reached it yet. And then the other receiver is on IR. So
So do you feel like, if you think about the games, do you feel like he's trying to get him the ball?
I haven't seen
Well, I'm
it.
gonna go to you.
I haven't
Do
seen
you feel like he's trying to get him the ball?
I haven't seen it. I don't think so. Because all the times he tried to get them to DJ Moore, it wasn't accurate. DJ Moore could not reach it, and you could clearly see how frustrated he was over that.
Yeah.
And then the other short passes that he would do, I don't know, that doesn't count to me. That's just, yeah, that was like a rugby pass. That's not enough for me.
So it seemed like he liked Swift, the running back, as to throw it to him, but you can't just keep throwing to the running back.
Yeah.
They got to establish the running game.
Mhm.
1.3 yards, that's 1.3 more than me.
That's crazy.
And I ain't even playing. That's a step and a half.
And I was under the impression that DeAndre Swift was like a really great running back as well. And I don't know, maybe it just wasn't there that day, but I mean, there's another game coming up, so we'll see. Hopefully it'll be
That's
better.
gonna go into our next question though too.
I'm just saying it has
There's
no
a
choice.
chemistry issue with
Definitely.
with the Bears. You
Definitely.
could see it.
Yeah, you
And it
could.
started before the season started because everybody was saying, "Man, we should keep Justin. We should keep Justin." And now, after them saying that, they got to try to mesh.
I will say this, just either it was yesterday, I think, I saw a video, and it was of DJ Moore, and this was when he had Justin Fields. Before Justin Fields was traded, DJ Moore was like, yeah, I don't understand. He was being interviewed in the locker room. He was like, yeah, I don't understand why there's questioning about trading Justin. Like, Justin's good. Keep him over here. He's good. Justin Fields, he literally said Justin Fields is better than Caleb Williams. So I was just like, wow, I can't believe he actually said that. So I'm pretty sure the chemistry issue, like you said, I'm pretty sure it's not there as well.
It's not there. You seen that on the bench,
And the
looking
fact-
like. And what did he whisper to Tyson Bagent? Doug, we need you in here. They caught that.
He did not.
They got that on audio.
You can tell that one. I think Jayla, that was you that said that one pass that he threw it way out of bounds, and DJ Moore didn't even have a chance to get to it,
Right.
and he literally started pouting and
He
walked,
was
and I don't blame
pissed.
him. Yeah, I
He
don't
was
blame him.
pissed.
He's like, bro, come at least give me a chance,
Right, exactly.
to catch it, like
At
running
least
all these
50-50 it. 50-50 ball.
routes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was pissed.
Yeah.
And
Maybe he was a little nervous that he didn't want an interception. So the best thing to do is
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. But you
he's
definitely
still young, 22 years old. You know?
that is
How
young,
old is
but I'm
DJ
just
Moore?
saying.
He's young too.
27.
Okay, that's still young. But yeah, you can tell it's definitely chemistry issues.
DJ Moore is very honest. That's why
Yeah,
it's
I like
crazy
him. Yeah,
hearing them in interviews and all that. So he can't hide it.
you can always rely on him to tell it straight up. Yeah.
So I wanted to make a point to y'all too. Like one of the first things that I would do is get a new running back. If I was the GM, I would get a new running back. I don't think the running back that we have,
Which one? We have like
all of them,
5.
Do we still have Khalil
All of 'em.
Herbert?
Herbert's good.
Yeah, Herbert's
that's
good.
what-
I don't understand why Herbert wasn't.
why they not
I don't
using
understand.
him.
See, that's the other problem.
He was
the
the
Bears
main-
got a player and they don't even use him.
He was the main running back last year,
I know.
and now he's like 4th.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense.
And Homer was above him.
It doesn't make sense.
it has to be something. Maybe they're not the same no more in practice, or they're not performing the same. Who knows? That's
But if
like
go ahead.
I'm just saying that's like Russell Wilson, I guess. A year ago, 2 years ago, he was one of the best, or up. He was up there. Now
Yeah.
he behind Justin Fields, the guy
So,
that we got rid of.
I mean,
I'm just saying what a year can do.
Yeah.
I get you. So Homer barely made it to the special teams last year. Barely. I don't think he's improved that much where he passed Herbert.
Right.
And that was a conversation people have been having is, are they utilizing the players that they have correctly? Because your favorite tight end, they just started throwing to him.
Yeah, I was like, where's Komet at?
Makes no sense.
didn't see
I
Komet
didn't
at
even hear his
all.
name. Yeah.
I didn't see
Yeah.
Komet at all until I finally saw his jersey. I was like, oh, there he is. He hasn't been doing anything.
And so a lot of talk in Chicago on the radio is the same thing Komet said when they interviewed him. We're trying to find our identity. This was a fun identity before the season started. Now they lost because are they a running team? Do they throw it to the tight ends? Do they throw it to the receivers? Ooh, what are we doing here? And you can look at them, and they're all looking around like, watch the game again. They were like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
They look confused. So hopefully it's going to get better.
Yeah, we got this. We got this next game to see.
So you talked about DeAndre Swift. So do y'all feel like this is the game that he has like a breakout game since Homer is on the injured reserve? Or do you feel like it's going to continue to be the same way it's been? Because the running game has been terrible.
He has no choice to be better. I don't think you could get any worse than, I would hope you couldn't get any worse than the last game. Because that was crazy. What'd you say?
1.3.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'd rather chew a jean jacket than see that again. That was crazy.
I think it was 17 yards. Yeah,
That's horrible.
that's-
I'm watching, that means I'm watching little 5th graders play football.
It has to do with the line. I just don't think. So it should be like baseball. You got a fastball, curveball, and a specialty pitch. That's how they should utilize their running backs.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not doing it like that.
I agree. Even like, because you still saw DeAndre Swift, he wasn't getting anywhere. Anywhere. So it wouldn't hurt to have been like, all right, Herbert, Homer, somebody.
Homer broke his. He
Okay,
had surgery
yeah.
on his hand already.
Homer's
he was the
on
weakest
IR,
one. I was surprised.
Right. Homer's on IR. But I'm just saying, it wouldn't have hurt to throw in Herbert. I feel like that's another thing. I feel like the Bears are always scared. Well, the coaches are always scared to take a chance. They play safe
They
all
got
the
a
time.
ground and pound running back. Mm-hmm. And they used him last year, and they haven't used him this year. Rashawn is his name? Roshan?
Roshan Johnson.
Roshan. They haven't. He's a healthy scratch. That means nothing's wrong with him, and they're not. Mm-hmm. He can get you at least 3 yards a carry. Maybe they'll utilize him. So I don't know.
I don't
Since
know.
Velus Jones is a healthy scratch too now. So
Velus Jones is.
Y'all gonna stop beating up that dude.
I'm not.
I'm not beating him up.
I wouldn't be beating him up if he was gone.
I'm not
Put him on
beating
the practice squad at least. Do
I'm not-
something.
I'm not
You
beating
said
him.
that was your first thing you were gonna do is get rid of him.
Yeah, I'm so tired of seeing him. Anyways, go ahead.
He's just taking up a roster spot.
He
That's
really
what-
is.
that's-
Someone could be right there, doing way much better.
No disrespect to him. I
No
like his story.
disrespect.
I like his story and everything. Being 30 and playing.
Velas Butterfingers Jones. Good for him.
Wow.
I'm
She
just
gave him a
saying.
nickname.
He's just probably nervous.
How long has
you
he
gonna
been
be
nervous,
nervous,
for?
man?
Nervous. I don't
See,
know.
I can't go with that.
I can't go.
Like, how long is he?
It might be, man. I mean, you don't know. There is. I'm not saying he is, but there are really good practice players and really good game
Yes.
players.
I know,
It's a
that's what I'm
big
saying. I'm
difference.
pretty sure he's a great practice
Yeah,
squad. And,
it's a difference.
and no disrespect either.
Yeah.
Because he made NFL practice squad. That's a great accomplishment.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes,
Good
it
for
is.
you.
Ryan Poles made practice squad Chicago Bears.
Who said at the same time? Wow.
I can tell he was on the practice squad.
You heard Pat Designer. Did you hear what he said?
No.
Pat Designer said, Ryan Poles, quit. He went on a rant. He was like, quit getting offensive line that play like you.
Yeah.
That's why you're a GM now.
Yeah.
Quit getting them that play like you. I was like, oh my gosh, man. You didn't have to go there. I know you was angry.
Okay. So we're gonna do something different. I'm thinking about it on the
Okay.
spot. So we're gonna do buy or
9
sell.
to 12.
Okay.
Buy or sell.
Buy or sell. Buy means you agree with it. Sell means you don't.
Okay.
And then you got 60 seconds to tell your reason why you're gonna buy and why you're gonna sell it. And I'm gonna put you on a timer. Okay. So Jason, we're gonna start with you. Since the Colts are winless right now, do you feel that it's an extremely amount of pressure on the head coach to win this next game? Buy or sell?
Buy.
Okay.
I only say that is because Indianapolis is going to do everything they can to win this game because they ain't trying to go 0-3. If they go 0-3, their playoff chances are slim and none. So they're going to go as hard as they can. I think not Poles, but Eberflus is already kind of on the hot seat with a lot of fans and all that, and his game plan, his theory about keeping the same line and all that kind of that is questionable. Not only that, most of y'all didn't know that Eberflus came from the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
45 seconds.
He's coming home. I don't need that much time, but
No,
he's
you got 10 left.
he's coming home, and we'll see what happens about that.
Okay. Jayla, same question. Buy or sell, do you think it's more pressure on Bears head coach to win this next game because of the Colts are winless?
Do I think the Bears,
Do you think it's more pressure
for the Bears to win?
on the head coach that he has to win
Eberflus.
this next game because the Colts are winless? Are you buying or selling that?
I'm going to sell that.
Okay.
I think the one with the pressure is the Colts head coach because he doesn't have any wins yet. and this win will matter. Eberflus being on the hot seat is nothing new. Clearly, we can see nothing happens when he is on the hot seat. That's it.
Okay.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. So next question, Jayla, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Right? Obviously we know there's like been some chemistry issues, and Bears have been having a hard time, like moving the ball.
What was
Right.
your buy and sell? of
Yeah, I wanted
With
to hear
what?
it too.
the hot
Do
seat?
you think?
Do I think it's more? I'm gonna buy that. I think it's an extremely amount of pressure on the Bears right now. I think some of them can't sleep. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think they can't sleep because, and the bad part about it is we did this to ourselves.
Right.
We did all the hyping and all the let me go in and interview with Pat McCaffrey and let me go and interview here and do this and I'm not gonna say anything. We're just ready to play. And then now it's we need 3 more years. Like, no, come on. I think it's the fans are gonna turn first very, very quickly. Very, very
Fans
quickly.
can turn,
Yes.
and they'll let you feel it.
I think
They'll let you know. Chicago, they
Yeah.
don't play.
the next game we go back, we're gonna get some booze. Go back to Chicago. Cause it was close.
No, we got
The
it
last game.
The first game we got.
We
it.
did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but it was really, really close. So yeah, I'm buying that. So yeah, Jayla, buy or sell. Obviously, like I said, Caleb Williams, they've been having struggles with, connections and moving the ball down the field. So are you buying that the Bears need to be more aggressive and try to throw deeper down the field? Or are you selling because you feel like we need to continue to do those small dump passes because at least we're getting some yards? So more aggressive buy, or are you selling?
I'm buying more aggressive.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of the Bears playing safe. The Bears have been playing safe for years, and that has not helped us win any games, especially in the moments where it mattered the most. So I want them to be more aggressive. They can't lose. They really can't lose anything. We saw his deep throws were not good. He can't get worse than that. So just let him do them deep throws. It doesn't hurt. So I'm buying.
Okay. Okay. Same for you.
Sal.
Okay.
Just go to little dink and dunks like he did until he gets more comfortable, until they get a running game. I bet you this game is going to be 70% running.
70%?
70% running. This game. So
Not all running.
I was going to say 90%.
That's been a game before.
I know it's been a game before, and it has worked in the past. But I'm just saying it's be 70%. He's gonna throw it once in a while, but it's gonna be 70%. Dinking and dunking or trying to run the ball.
Okay.
Your turn.
Ooh. That's. I think that's a good question because I don't know. It's so many issues. It's so many. I
That's
don't
the
know.
Bears
I'm
for
just
you.
biased, but I don't know if you always remember me saying that. I just always felt like the Bears' offense is like, no offense to old people, but just old school. Like it's it's this. Like when I used to play Madden, Jayla, I would probably use 3 plays. Like a draw, a out, and a fade. That's it.
I'm sure.
It's like that's all they do the same
Yeah.
thing over and over again. Bro, like stop throwing the ball 3 yards behind the line.
That's
trying to set up a
rugby.
screen. Yeah, that's what you were saying. Yeah, like why are we doing this? I understand. But dang. Let's at least let DJ Moore get warmed up first, then start giving him that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So we need to be more aggressive. Definitely more aggressive. Okay, so next question.
Okay.
We have, there's 3 areas to every team: offense, defense, and special team. So Jason, we're going to start with you. Are you buying that the Bears special team is the best out of those three right now? Are you buying or selling?
So
Okay.
I think the defense is the best.
Why?
They've been shutting down a lot of teams from getting points. And for the special teams, you could just kick it out of bounds every time. If I know your special teams is good, I'm kicking it out the end zone. So that's why.
I'm gonna buy. Are you done?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy because so far the special teams have proved themselves by giving us points on the board.
That
Yes.
wasn't special team.
Who was that?
Defense.
Wasn't that defense? Defense did one thing.
You keep
Are
saying
you
that.
talking about
You're
the
consistent.
kicker, or what are you talking
I'm talking about the kicker on special teams.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, you forgot about that part.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
forgot about that part.
your little defense did one thing, sir.
Okay.
And
So,
they don't
can I
have
take
a
mine
they
back?
don't have a history of
At
doing
the end.
Okay.
they don't have a
9 to
defense
12.
did like one good thing. Good for them. I'm proud
9
of
to
them.
12.
But I'm just saying special teams these past two games have put numbers on the board.
Got
You're
10
right.
seconds.
Oh, I'm done.
Okay.
You're right.
I already know my answer to this.
Go ahead.
I am buying. Every year I've watched the Bears, special teams has been the only team that has kept us in any game. Only team. Back to the fact when we used to have a return man that is now in the Hall of Fame. And show you, I feel like the Bears, in my opinion, are kind of legendary in special teams because I remember us having really, really good kickers years ago. And then
Still do.
still do. That's always been our thing, right? And then having pretty good return men, right? And then if you think about it, all the years that the Bears sucked, we had a good return man, we had a good kicker, and we had a good punter. People forget about how important punting is. And Bears be having some kickers that be pinning them down because they have to. That's the only thing I can depend on. I'm like, at least I know he's gonna kick it way down there. That's it. That's the
Yeah.
only thing. Definitely not the defense. You know how I feel about the defense. Definitely not the defense. And then definitely not the offense, just because I don't think they're ready yet. So cool. You said you wanted to say something else.
Nah, I mean,
You changed your
I
answer?
changed my
Why?
answer.
'Cause Santos?
Santos, 9 to 12.
No, if we're being real, Santos has been the MVP
He
of
has.
the game multiple
Yeah.
times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Multiple times. So he's proved himself. He's definitely earned himself a spot.
Yeah.
Shout out Brazil, Santos.
Oh my gosh. So, are you guys buying or selling? Jayla, I'll go first. Are you buying or selling that right now the Bears' mental is just all over the place? Like they are not, regardless of how they look or what they say in interviews, they're playing, but their head's not in the game. Are you buying or selling that, and why?
I'm selling. I'm gonna say I think their head is in the game. I just think it's one of those things where there's different factors of no chemistry, of lack of confidence in players, jitters. Yeah, but I do think their head's in the right spot. I mean, I'm pretty sure they all have the same wanting to win and stuff like that, wanting to have a good O-line, wanting to have a good defensive line and stuff like that. But I just think it's just one of those things where it's just not clicking for them. So I sell.
I'm selling also. Like I think they want to win and all that, but they're like, I don't know where they're in a humbling place right now. Like, we gotta start all over. This ain't working, dog. I mean, I thought we were and we're playing the like, you know, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
Your turn. You
Oh,
give your opinion.
I definitely don't think their head's in the game at all. When I like to look at body language. Caleb Williams walking off. DJ Moore walking off. The head coach, his wife had to make him grow a beard and change his whole appearance because she's basically saying he was too soft the way that he was,
Yeah.
right? even down from like the general manager and everything, when I look at how he was talking in the beginning, then towards the end of preseason, and then going into the games, it's just completely different. So everybody that I see, regardless of what they say, is like they're saying one thing, but their body language is something totally different. Totally different. Everybody's sad, frustrated, or pouting. And you said confidence, you said jitters, you said all the stuff you
Lack of
said.
chemistry.
Yes,
Yeah.
to me was all mental stuff. All mental stuff.
It's true.
Tell something. All right, so buying or selling, this will be the last one. And I need an honest opinion.
Okay.
Honest opinion from both of y'all. I know it's only been two games. But do you feel like, are you buying or selling, that Caleb Williams is really going to be as good as what people think he's going to be on another team? Or do you think he's going to be that on the Bears? So you think he's going to be that on another team? You buying that? Or are you selling that that's not going to happen?
He's going to be better on another team.
So you're buying that
He'll be better on another team because the Bears do not develop players well at all. So he's going to do way better on another team. It's not because he can't handle the Bears. It's just how the coaching is at the Bears. None of these players develop well. None of them. David Montgomery is doing great. He left. Roquan Smith is doing great.
Yes.
He left. That's the pattern of the Bears. If you want to be good, you got to leave the Bears. That's it.
Wow. So another question with that, how long do you think it's going to be? So you automatically think he's going to go to another team. Do you think it's going to be like a couple years? I know he has a contract, for 3 years? 2 years, I think?
What is it?
It's
3?
3, I think. Yeah.
So you think
I think
he's
he's
gone?
going to be the one who's going to be like, can I get a trade? Yeah.
That's what I feel.
That's my prediction is he's going to be like, can I get a trade?
Dang.
Because I feel like he's going to understand exactly what Justin Fields went through. So he's going to be the one to be like, all right, I need to get out of here.
Dang. Jason, buy or selling?
I really don't. There's a great chance that he'll still be on the Bears, but I don't think that dude is as good as everybody was saying he was.
So you're selling?
Yes, because
Okay.
I saw the college games and he didn't do anything special. He didn't win any games specially or anything like that. And he seems to, and I could be wrong, and like my friend says, I hope that I'm wrong. He's too soft to be playing in Chicago, dog. Like I said, the pressure from the fans, from management,
That's a lot.
from Bears history, all of that. He's too soft for it. That's all.
That is a good. I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. Like him being soft, not really soft, but y'all crazy.
And I don't mean it like he's soft.
I know what you
He
mean.
said
yeah.
soft.
Like- You gotta be like
Yeah.
a type of dude to
Correct.
make it like a McMahon, Cutler
Yeah.
type dude.
Yeah, I say
Yeah.
I say that you have to be a borderline psychopath to play for
Yeah.
the Bears.
It's a blue collar town, so you got
you got to have tough skin, and it's just you got to be able to handle that. Cause Bears media, the game, the fans, it's a lot of passion, and you need to be able to handle that. That's why you got to be psycho. You gotta be psycho. You gotta be a crazy person. You gotta be
he
like
ain't that dude though.
you gotta be one of those controversial people that people, after you retire, they make a Netflix documentary about you because you did stuff on the side.
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of player we need.
Yeah. Dang, I didn't even think about that. I think that is a really good point when I think about all the decent players or good players that were on the Bears. They were all kind of, I guess, rough around the edges, I guess.
Yeah.
All of them. Either that or they were hood or whatever it was,
Right.
but they were all Dang. That is a really good point. Okay. So again, what is your Jayla? What is your prediction again for the next game Sunday? Colts. What's the score? What's your prediction?
So I'm going to change it. I said 12-16 at first, but I'm going to say 9-16.
Okay.
Because I don't know about the Colts. I don't really see the Colts doing that well
Okay.
this game. And I feel like the Bears are going to get 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. That's my optimism
Okay.
right there. So
9-12.
9-12 again?
do you know how sad that is? That's a baseball score.
Yeah, that is.
That's a softball score.
That's
9-12.
crazy. Go ahead,
So
Adam.
I'm gonna tell you. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you here first. Somebody's getting blown out. I don't know who it is, but to me, both of these teams have to win this game. They both have to. They both have to.
Who are
'Cause
you
definitely
leaning
can't
towards,
be
though?
0-3.
Who are you leaning
I hope
towards?
the Bears don't get blown out, man. I'm serious. I hope the Bears don't get blown out. I hope they don't.
You think they might win, or you hoping they don't
I
get
hope
blown
the
out?
Bears don't get blown out.
So
this
you're
game.
leaning towards that.
I know. I can't believe I'm doing that. Yeah, man, to be honest, it just, again, I feel like we have all the talent,
Right.
but our head's not in the game.
Right.
And if your head ain't in the game, man,
Yeah, you can't play.
yeah.
So
it's
so
just-
that's
You
a good
can't
point
play.
because I used to play with this dude that always get in the head of their opponents.
know you're talking about too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And once you get in their head, though,
over.
it's over.
It's over.
I
That's
don't care
true.
how.
It is.
it's over.
It is.
It's all that pouting. I'm telling you.
So-
I've never seen that in my life.
I tell you, if he get an interception,
Please
he's
don't
done.
say that. Please don't
He's-
say that.
He's done.
I've been thinking about that all.
He's,
Agent.
I'm telling you, he's done. He's gonna try to run, and if you watch him, he holds the ball out when he runs. Watch the tape. He runs with the ball out like this. Somebody going,
Please don't say that, man. That's all I was envisioning was interceptions, and they're like, "Here we go again, the same thing." And was it you that said that, or you that said that y'all feel like the Bears, like they're damaging him? Was that one of y'all that said that?
well, I said that if he's gonna have PTSD,
Mm.
PTSD, and then y'all want him to throw it.
Yeah, I want to
And
throw it.
I'm talking about they run it 70% of the time. You gotta reel that dude back. He's probably. Did you see Shane Waldron, the offensive coordinator? I hate to bring this up, but when I rewatched the game when he was holding the card,
Mm-hmm.
play card.
Wow.
Watch it again.
He's nervous.
Watch it again. I was like, I had to rewind it. He was like, I was like, oh my. If he is shaking,
Are they all? I'm telling you, they.
I say throw it because I'm tired of playing it safe.
Yeah.
Let me see some action.
Me too.
Let me see something. Playing safe gets you nowhere.
I agree.
I got a question for you, Adam.
Yeah.
If the Bears lose this, who's to blame?
If the Bear. So
Bear-
you're thinking
if Bear-
Who do I feel like? Oh, okay.
Who are you blaming?
If
I don't.
the-
Who's my options? Just
Anyone of
blame
you
anyone.
choosing. Who's to blame?
Who's to blame?
If the Bears lose, it's obviously, to me, in my opinion, it's not going to be Caleb Williams at all because it's only his third game. It's not going to be him. It is going to be whoever's in charge of the line and whoever is in charge of the team, pretty much. So I don't know if that's considered Ryan Poles or is it Pace?
Polls.
Ryan Poles, or if it's considered the coach. But it's going to be one of them. It's going to be one of them.
What do you think?
I don't really care for the coach. So anything bad that happens is the coach's fault. Because it all starts. If you got a bad leader, You got a bad team. That's just what it is.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think he's really that bad? Do you think he's really that
I don't
bad?
think he's NFL coach
I don't
level.
think he's really that good. I don't think he's.
Hold on.
Oh,
Continue,
okay.
continue, 'cause I know what you.
I
Do
don't
you-
think he's NFL coach level. He's probably like his son's
Think so?
middle school team.
Nah.
Okay, so go
Or
ahead.
he can be on another team, just not the Bears. I
Okay.
don't know.
I think he's an all right coach.
Okay,
Defensive coach.
okay,
He's not head coach material.
okay.
That's what I feel like. He's good at defense, but managing the whole team, that dude is lost. on
He's
it.
managing the team and being the defensive
That's what I'm
coach.
saying.
So how do you feel like we did last year? Do you think we did good? Or
Was-
we
He
did
should have
good?
been fired.
Last year.
Last season was the worst record, right?
Yeah,
Or-
he
yeah.
should have been fired.
Yeah.
That was the worst record.
What? We won what? 2-3 games?
No, we won 8 or 9 games.
No, okay, then the season before, that
was the
it was
bad.
the worst.
That
yeah,
was
that was
Justin's
like
first year, right?
no, that was his second year.
Second.
Yeah,
Second year. Okay.
yeah, he should have been fired right there.
Okay.
They tried to give him a chance third season, Justin's third season, and like I said, he should have been fired. But when they had won that game,
Okay.
he got
Yeah. So how do you fire everybody except
except
for him?
except the problem.
So they,
Yeah,
but
that's-
the reason why I was getting to this is because they say that the players love him, like they will run through a brick wall for him, like they love that dude. That's what I've read and seen, and then based on how they're all acting and playing now, I don't feel like there's not a better person that can get them out of that mental space. I'm not saying win games, but I'm saying that mental space.
They love him because they be going over to his house and having dinners. That's why they love him. But like you can like someone,
Right.
but not what they do. Like someone could
Correct.
be good as a person, but
Correct.
them doing a certain job, they're not the best at.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those circumstances. We all have that.
Very good.
Okay.
Your opinion?
I agree with that. I mean, he should have been fired a long time ago. I'm sorry.
Honestly, he seems like a great guy. I'm not gonna lie. He seems like a great person to talk to go and have dinner with, and just watch your kids play together. But playing wise, in this like football situation wise, maybe if he had only one job that he could put all his focus on, he would be better. Maybe Ryan Poles needs to help out this head coach and find a defense coordinator or find a different head coach and be like, listen, Matt, you can be the defense coordinator instead. Something, make it work. At this point, you got to put your pride aside. And if you fit somewhere better than where you're at, you just got to take it.
I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind him being like a defensive coach somewhere, even in college. He'd probably be very good in college, but NFL ain't built. He ain't built for that. That's why Indianapolis Colts.
So
So my thing is for you, like, do you think he's a good coach? Because if he was fired, who would pick him up? What team would pick him up? Nobody.
I don't know. He would probably be assisting somewhere else.
Correct.
Just like the guy that the Bears just had.
Yes.
Isn't he assisting somewhere else? too?
Yes.
We talk
'Cause-
about. Okay, go ahead.
Was it Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Matt.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And I met him personally.
Yeah.
That dude is real cool.
Yeah, he seemed like he was cool.
But as a coach, some people ain't got that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Okay.
And Ryan Pace was the general manager, right?
yeah.
He's not general managing anywhere, is he?
He's like assistant general manager in a team that's doing very well. I think it is the Saints. I think it is.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
Either the Saints or the Dolphins or something. It's one of them.